Hello everyone, we are at the 5th edition of MEF India supported by Globe Teleservices, and I am so happy to have Mr. Mark Harvey here, who has been an amazing speaker for us since the past years. He delivers everything he says so powerfully and everything makes so much sense. So thank you for being a part of MEF India all these years. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
To start with, I would love to know a little bit about what XConnect is doing right now and your role in it, and how you are, twisting the cogs of the industry.
No, fantastic. Well, as I say, it's such a pleasure to be here, and thank you for inviting me back for such a special occasion, the 5th year. So XConnect, basically we're a Somos company, and we're here to restore trust back into communications.
Nice.
So what does that mean, right? If you think about any number that you're calling from a mobile range, as a company, we're confirming that that number is real, right from the offset. So we hear a lot in the industry about KYC checks and SIM swap checks and things like this. We're kind of right at the beginning, although we obviously do offer the other services as well. So we work with global hyperscalers, banks, e-commerce companies. So basically the fraud fighter without a cape. Is what we tend to say.
That is a lovely way to put it. Interesting. That is lovely. So with this mobile ecosystem right now, what do you think is evolving? How are we evolving? What are the what's the next big thing, do you think, in the industry?
That's a big question. So look, first of all, I think MEF do an absolutely phenomenal job convening the industry. And over the last 5 years, there's been a big step change. And what I mean by that, so 5 years ago, I think telcos, enterprises, vendors, we were all quite siloed. We weren't really working together in the way we should. And over this 5 years, and I think today is testament to it, you're getting all of the MNOs on the stage at the same time, people are collaborating, and I think the industry's realized that we've got to be one to solve the problem.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly. So that's really what we're seeing. And look, I think, where are we going next, right? Obviously, I said to you earlier, I don't want to use the word AI, but that's really in everybody's lives today. And I think agentic AI is something that is becoming more prevalent in the market. But what have we got to be careful of? I think, how do we trust the agent, right? And how do I know that your agent is actually owned by you, controlled by you, is the first step. Second step is, how does your agent know I'm okay to deal with, right? So I think as an industry, we're fast moving, and that's something that we've got to start thinking about.
Right, so that trust fall on each other is very important,
100%, so it's taking out, the human away, and then our agentic agents working on our behalf going forward. How do we know they're not bad actors?
That's
interesting,
something we've got to think about. That's a very interesting perspective. All right, coming to MEF India and your presence here, I would love to know, so what pulls you back here? Of course, we definitely want you here in every panel if possible, and every year if possible, but what is it in it, what's in it for you? What is it that pulls you back to MEF India every year?
Wow. So India as a country is very close to my heart. I've been doing business in India for nearly 20 years.
Amazing.
I think that's where the grey hair comes from.
The wisdom.
The wisdom, maybe. I think I was called a veteran today, which I'm not too sure if I'm good with that. But no, look, in India, if you think India 10, 15 years ago, it's evolved so much. Digital India, it's passionate. Your Modi is driving the country forward, and it's spearheading technology. And that's what excites me about India as a country. And I think having MEF here, convening the industry every year, I wouldn't want to miss it.
No, and we wouldn't want you to miss it either. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you enjoy the rest of the event.
Brilliant. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Perfect.